Good morning.
Welcome back to Yirara.
What's up, Yara fam? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Yirara2u. I'm Miss Tina and you're joining me for What's That Sound? So, can anyone remember the hint and definition from the previous episode? The first one is, which is the hint, the opposite of female. And the second one, which is the definition, is letters and parcels sent by the post. So, the words with the same sound for today are, drum roll please, mail, mail and mail. You can see mails are spelled differently. M-A-I-L, which is letters and parcels sent by the post, and male, M-A-L-E, which is the opposite of female. So male and male. I'll give you the two definitions for the next episode. The first one is in, at, or to a place or position. And the second one is perceive with the ear the sound made by something or someone. So be kind, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye now.
Welcome to today's art episode. We're going to be painting and drawing some cacti or some cactus, and it would be great if for this art lesson you could have a combination of different tools. So I have some watercolor paints here, but if you don't have any watercolor paints, you're more than welcome to just use color pencils, but it would also be great to also have maybe some different tools. So I've also got a black fine pen, but if you've just got a black ballpoint pen or perhaps a grey lead pencil, that would also work. So I'm just painting some cactus with lots and lots of water on my brush, and when I've done this, I'm just going to have a play around and experiment with the mark making. So once it's finished, it's really important to let that dry properly. Okay, I'm just experimenting now by using these tools to make different kinds of marks. So small marks, using my pen, lots of dots and dashes and circles, and lines. It would be really good if you could just have a spare sheet of paper just to play around as I'm doing, just making different kinds of marks with your pen. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my original drawing and add some marks. First of all, some lines in black pen, some little dashes, so this is where we can be really creative. You might want to try using different types of brushes, small brushes, fat brushes, to give you different size marks. You might find some tools in your kitchen like forks, sponges. The end of a paintbrush sometimes is really good. I'm using the tip of my paintbrush because I have a really fine paintbrush, but the end of the paintbrush, like the way they make dots in those dot paintings, you might want to just use a combination of different marks. And a really light background colour to finish.
We made a different type of slime using 1/3 cup of cornstarch flour, adding detergent slowly until it formed a thick paste.
This off so I can do that. Can I? Kobe.
And if desired, adding 2 drops of colouring to change it to a different colour. Once we had a thick paste, we tipped it out and then kneaded the dough, and if necessary added a couple more drops of dishwashing detergent to make it into a slime.
It's more like a dough. Let's chuck that in the The end result was a really soft, non-sticky slime with a really nice smell.
Give it a squish.
Oh no.
Hang on a second. Here's the bag.
Ah, now I did it.
Doesn't leave a lot.
Yeah.
Do I look alright or my eyes look puffy?
Hey everybody. Miss Rebecca back here again, and I am joined with Michael. Mr. Michael, he is a teacher here. How are you going today?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, I'm good.
That's good. So
Yep.
today I'm going to ask Mr. Michael a couple questions. He does not know the questions I'm going to ask, and we're going to see what answers he comes up with. So the first one, you kind of already heard it. So someone gives you an elephant. You can't sell it or give it away. What do you do with it?
If I'd find somebody who's got a bit of land and just let it graze freely.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Next question. What 2 items would you take with you if you were stranded somewhere?
What 2 items? Probably a pocket knife and a torch.
Oh, very useful, very useful.
Yeah.
And if you could choose one song to play whenever you entered a room, what song would that be?
Gee,
I know that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. I just wanted to see what.
Well, I love music. I love
If
music.
you have a particular song in mind.
I love music, so gee, that's a hard one.
We can come back to that one later. If you want.
Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin.
Oh, okay. Very
Yes.
nice. Need to play that next time you come into the room.
All right. All right.
What is the funniest thing that's happened to you recently?
Oh. Gee, a lot of things happen.
Few moments later.
You got me on the spot.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
So many
I can
things
ask
happen.
You, I
Yeah.
know, I know. Never days
Come back to
dull
that
in
one,
the
'cause-
life of
yeah.
Mr. Michael.
Yeah,
No, that's
a
okay.
dozen things happen. Yeah.
And how about this
Every
one?
day, yeah.
How would you sell hot chocolate in Tennant Creek in summer? How would you get people to buy hot chocolate in summer?
In summer, that'd be easy. I'd just have, I'd have some warm water, and put some ice on top of it and sell it as a chocolate milkshake.
Ah, very nice, very
Yeah.
smart. Just a couple more.
Yeah.
So if I gave you $50,000 to start a business here in Alice Springs, what business would that be?
Well, I wouldn't make any money, but I'd probably have some sort of a food cart.
Oh, what
And
kind
just-
of food do you
Yeah,
sell?
just sandwiches, and just I'd go to all the shops and get leftovers for them and just, give it out to people.
Very nice, very
Yeah.
nice. All right, so just one last one. Let's see. Let me choose a good one. Would you consider yourself a gatherer or a hunter?
A gatherer, because I don't like to waste things. Yes, I've got just, I just gather too many things. Yeah, books, magazines, everything. Yeah.
No, thank you very much for joining us, Mr.
No worries.
Michael. See
You're
you
welcome.
guys next time.
Hi and welcome. My name is Shiro Jones.
And I'm Tigan Bostock with another episode of Yirara2u. From the beginning, when the government first opened our school, to how the Fink River Mission was asked by local indigenous group to take on running Yirara as a Christian school.
Yirara College, opened in 1973, is a secondary college for Aboriginal students from all over Central Australia. Wise parents and wise boys and girls know that only good schooling can prepare students for a happy future.
Our past is interwoven with so many stories.
It's out of bed and ready for classroom on school days.
Yirara College opened in term 4 1973 with David Ottling Smith as principal.
At Yirara, the 3 R's, reading, writing and arithmetic, are important classroom subjects.
Ron Davison, a teacher from 1974, wrote his recollections, which has shared at the reunion dinner on Saturday night.
But thank you for joining us tonight to be part of these celebrations. 45 years of Indigenous education at Yirara College.
In 1992, negotiations began with Fink River Mission, and in 1993, Yirara College of the Fink River Mission became a Lutheran boarding school for remote and Indigenous students.
You are our King. You have saved us.
Over the years, we have had thousands of students pass through our school. Many familiar faces were seen over the weekend, and past staff and students had the opportunity to spend time together.
That Yirara College will be a place to make life strong. And like in the old Bible song, the old Psalm song, sometimes there is crying, but the kindness and the love we can bring to each other just like water in the desert. The kindness and love we can bring to each other, that can turn our crying into laughing, and we can be friends again, just the way God wants it to be.
It was great how many ex-staff made the journey to join us, as we remember how our school was in the early days. Much has changed, but also stayed the same.
Stress affects us all differently. Some of us we fight on, some of us we freeze up, and some of us we run away. There's no wrong or right way to feel, but we gotta understand how we react to stress so we can understand ourselves better. Then we can start to learn how to recognize our thoughts and feelings and how they change how we act. 'Cause I wanna be in control of my life.
Last week, Clontarf Junior Brumbies drove 500 kilometers north Tennant Creek for a overnight camp. Soon after arriving, they played the local Clontarf Academy Barkley Blaze in a game of footy followed by a dinner at the local sports club.
During dinner, we held a minimum presentation for our Counter Spirit Award, presented to Alistair Hall and our MVP of the game, which went to Leroy Jones. After dinner, the fellas then huddled around the Dragon Point game to see who could get the high score.
The following morning was an early start to get ready for the day, where senior student Misha Willigram helped us to cook fellas pancake.
After a filling breakfast, we were treated to an awesome underground mine tour at Battery Hill. Battery Hill's guide Nigel and Brian kept us engaged and showed the fellas some of the equipment used at the site. Only recently, mining has stopped in Tanner Creek.
They all learned the difference between quartz and ironstone, and also learned where to look for gold in that region.
Always remember our Facebook page, as many stories that can't fit in our bulletin, so be sure to press the follow and like button so you don't miss out. Our senior class went to the local desert park on Tuesday to further our understanding of how our native animals live and thrive in the desert.
We started by looking at the reptiles. Jeff took us on a guide tour of the endangered species in the nocturnal house.
Now I've got a torch here that I'll be able to show you the animals. So let's make our way in. So this is called a burrowing bettong. This one, it lives in a burrow, so it's the only kangaroo that lives underground. They were really, really scarce or rare in the wild, in the bush. You'll only find this animal in cages, basically.
Walking outside, we came across some of the bird in the enclosure.
As you can see, better.
Also saw kangaroos and dingoes. This Thursday, our Girls Academy are hosting a fundraiser quiz night to raise money for our end-of-year trip to Cairns. Next term, we hope to take 12 students on one-week trip involving cultural, educational activities and tours.
Grab a mob of friends and come along. It is always a great night for fun and laughter. And who knows, you might go home with lots of goodies. Next week, we look forward to sharing our special NAIDOC Day celebration with you. Be sure to join us.
Because of where we can.
Bye, and remember, smoking kills.